Welcome back, everyone. The past weeks have really come not too good, considering the kind of relationship we've seen between the executive and the Nigerian Senate. There have been several summons. Some have been ignored, while others simply are met with some form of confrontation and harsh words followed. The Comptroller General of Customs and the uniform saga, you remember, is on one hand the case of the acting chairman of the EFCC, on the other hand, and also is the case of the Attorney General of the Federation and the Secretary to the government of the Federation. What has really gone wrong? Chief Dan Nwanya, former national chairman of the Labour Party, joins us from our Abuja studio, and here in Lagos, Alhaji Unisa Tanko, national chairman of the National Conscience Party. Experienced politicians in their own right are here to dissect this matter. Let me start with you, Alhaji Tanko. Many thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
With what we have seen within the Senate and the executive, we thought all was over, all these skirmish between the two arms of government. But suddenly we've seen some these undercurrent happening again. What exactly do you think is happening?
Well, I thought it was over too, but then until when things started happening. You see, my fear is this. We need to protect our democratic institutions very seriously. Otherwise, we'll be playing with it. Yes, it may be some of them who are in position of power now. Tomorrow it could be another person. If those democratic institutions are not protected, then we are playing dangerously with our democratic setting.
Because
yes.
Mr. Femi Falana did say that the summoning of the siege of customs is illegal and unconstitutional. Has the Senate been going overboard in his activities recently?
Well, that is what we need to confirm. What are the institutions' powers? They have the right to summon somebody or not. Otherwise, if today we say they don't have the right, and they do have the right, afterwards, when we need them to do this particular work, they will not be there because the institution has already been...
When do we know that the Senate goes overboard?
Well, when they do things that is not acceptable to the people.
Does it look, for example, let's take, for example, the issue of the customs CG,
yes,
and what has transpired. The case was instituted in court, the suit was instituted in court,
yes,
and perhaps served to the National Assembly, the
yes,
Senate, and some of the words that were used are really very, very tough words,
yes,
and one we wonder, that's the right thing to do.
No, it is. It's not. It's not. But we should allow the National Assembly to perform its right. If they are doing something wrong that is not acceptable within the laws, then we can't query them. After all, they are representative of the people. And if they don't do the right thing, everybody, we still have the right to make a recall. Remember, we have the right as a people to recall anybody that is not performing within what is expected.
Right.
But where where they have powers and they're supposed to invite for certain questions, you remember they're representing the people, and people refuse to, by running to the courts to deny them stop them from coming. Everybody will now use it as a precedent, and that is dangerous.
Okay, let me quickly go to Chief Nwanya, former chairman of the Labour Party. I know that you have really had interest in this matter. Some points you've written to the Senate on this issue of the acting EFCC chairman and all of that. But it looks so much that this undercurrent is getting more intense by the day. What do you make of what has happened in the past days? Is really things getting really out of hand?
Thank you, Shemu, for bringing me in. Before I speak, let me wish our mothers happy Mothering Sunday. We thank them for bringing us into this planet and for the good job they have done in keeping the society stable. I don't know the one you want me to comment. You want me to start with the customs, or you want me to start with the EFCC? I don't know. Both of them are within the Senate.
Yes, of course. Go ahead and start at the point which is comfortable.
Okay, with the EFCC, with the Senate, you see, I am shocked that those who are trying to pull down and fight the corruption back are hell-bent in doing so. And I want to tell you, in the past few days, I've seen some documents in the net which purportedly were documents that came from the DSS relating to the issues that led to the non-confirmation of the acting chairman of the EFCC. There is nothing new. There is nothing new in those documents. The difference is that Every document was explained in the letter from the DSS to the Senate. What was not there was the attachment. So there is absolutely nothing new in the documents that have been circularized as to persuade me or most Nigerians from accepting that there is an issue that would lead to non-reappointment of the EFCC chairman by Mr. President. I want to tell you, you see, the Senate is not a court. When nomination is made to the Senate, the duty of the Senate is to confirm or reject that nominee. It is not the duty of the Senate to start shopping for security reports. And when this happened, in the case of Ikramat Aliu from Zamfara, who was made the Minister of State, a security report came to stop him. Senate said, no, we will not take this report. We deal with the communication is between the Senate and the President. Ikramat was cleared by the Senate, and he became a Minister of State. The communication was meant to be between the Senate and the President. It's not for reports to be brought from everywhere to malign and destroy a nominee. The Senate has a duty and a responsibility given to it by the Constitution to screen candidates. You cannot punish a candidate twice. That will amount to double jeopardy. What do I mean by that? I have looked at all the, I told you initially that I did a private investigation on this issue when it started. You are correct to say that I wrote to the Senate. I wrote to the Senate on the 1st of November when they sat on the letter of nomination from the President for more than 4 or 5 months. I drew the attention of the Senate President to it. They didn't do anything. It was when they realized that I was on my way to court to get an order of mandamus for them to take a position one way or the other on the nomination that he was brought and he was not allowed to appear before the Senate. It is not nice for us to pursue persons or individuals